Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the word. Be the what? Be the word. The Bible is the word which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Because my Hispanic brothers and sisters don't even know that they the children of Israel.
That's right.
They think they take pride in being called Dominicano. They take pride in being called a Puerto Rican, being called a Mexican. We take pride in being called niggas. GD, Vice Lord, Black Stone, Bloods and Crips. We take pride in these things that don't make sense. All they do is cause division amongst us. Why? Because he like the color red, he like the color blue, he like the number 5, he like the number 6. All we do is divide each other. All we do is divide from one another when we should be coming together. Brought out an excellent question, bro. So the question that you had, I want you to say it loud. What's the question?
How do we know that these are the 12 tribes?
So how do you know that these are the 12 tribes? Give me Romans chapter 8, verse 16. So the way that we know that these are the 12 tribes is you have to go back to the Bible. Because if I was to ask you, what is the word American black? Where does that name come from? Don't even, exactly. Then when you ask about Puerto Rican, where does that name come from? Puerto Riches. That's what in Spanish is Puerto Riches. Then you look up Dominican, it means Dominicano, loyal dogs. Canine, loyal dogs. Then you got the American Indians, that makes no sense. Seminole Indians. Then you got the Mexicans, the so-called Aztecs. But then you got the Levi, they call them the Haitians. The word Haiti is French for what? Hell. So you telling me that a race of people are hell? It don't make sense. You get Jamaican. What does Jamaican mean? Land of wood and water. The reason why we don't know who these people are is because they were discontinued from this Bible. Let me show you how we know who they are. Romans 8, verse 16.
The book of Romans, chapter 8 and verse 16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit.
So the Spirit is what? The Holy Bible.
That's right.
The Holy Bible is the Spirit. Give me that in Romans chapter 7, verse 14.
The book of Romans, chapter 7 and verse 14. For we know that the law is spiritual.
It says what spiritual?
Book of Romans chapter 7 and verse 14. For we know that the law is spiritual.
The Bible is the book of the laws. It said the Bible is spiritual,
But I am carnal.
but we carnal in the flesh. Because why? We don't move according to this. The Bible tells us not to look at a woman and lust after her. But what do? We look at women and lust at them. Get out the spirit. So go back to Romans 8, verse 16.
The book of Romans chapter 8 and verse 16. The Spirit itself
So the Spirit, meaning the Bible itself,
bears witness with our spirit.
so the Bible will bear witness with the spirit of who? The children of Israel. Read.
That we,
The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans
are the children of God.
So how can we use the Bible to prove that we are the children of God? Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. So what I'm going to show you, So what I'm going to show you now is that when I showed you these names, they don't even make sense. You don't find American black in the Bible. I'm going to show you that the real Jews, him. We are the real Jews according to the Bible. Because they call themselves Israelis. Where do you find Israeli in the Bible? You find Israelites. That's who we are, the children of Israel. Watch this, read.
The book of Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4.
So every one of those nations on that thing have something in common. That this happened to them.
And thou, even thyself,
So it says, Jeremiah, you and your people, the Israelites,
shall discontinue.
shall what?
Discontinue
From what?
from thine heritage.
So the word discontinues mean to be cut off. So the children of Israel will be cut off from their heritage. You know what's a part of your heritage? Your name. That's why these people are no longer called the children of Judah. They got discontinued, cut off. No longer are they called, we call the children of Judah, we call the American blacks. No longer will we call the children of Benjamin, we call the West Indians or Jamaica.
Bring it up.
No longer the Levites, we call the Haitians. Why? Because the Bible said we will be what?
Discontinue
We will be cut off
from thine heritage
From
that
our heritage.
I gave thee.
because God gave us a heritage. How do you know that our name is a heritage? Give me Psalms 83. Give me Psalms 83, start at verse 3. Showing you that they did cut us off from our heritage. Is our name our heritage? Absolutely. Watch this.
The book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel.
So God says the other nations, meaning the Chinese, the Arabs, the Caucasians, these other nations have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
against God's people. Read.
And consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off.
Let us do what? So how do we get discontinued from our heritage? Because discontinue means to stop or cut off, right? So God said that the other nations said what?
Come, let us cut them off.
So God used the other nations to cut us off from what?
From being a nation.
From being a nation. So no longer would these people be called a nation because we would discontinue from that. So we're not known as the nation of Israel no more. We're known as what? Niggas, spics, wetbacks, black, brown, Argentinian, Chile. We're known as all these things that don't even make sense. Why? Because these nations came together and did what?
Cut them off from being a nation. That the name of Israel.
That the what?
That the name of Israel.
Because our name is our heritage. Because the name Judah means, what is Judah? That has praise, the praise of God. So no longer will be called the praise of God. Because look at us. Do it look like we give praise to God?
Bring it
We
up.
got our sisters twerking on top of cars. The pastor robbing our people in the churches. Our brothers out here killing each other for looking at them the wrong way. That don't look like we giving praise to God.
Right.
You know how you give praise to God? By keeping his commandments as an Israelite.
That's right. That the name of Israel may be no more.
Shall be what?
No more in remembrance.
So we don't remember or know who the real Israelites are. So who the hell are those people?
Right.
Because the Bible said the real Israelites will be cut off from being a people. So who are those people? Give me Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 1. So I'm going to prove to you how we know that the so-called African American blacks are the children of Judah. How we know that the Levites are the so-called Haitians today. Because the name Haitian just means Hades. It means hell. How can you call a race of people hell? I know who the Chinese are. I know who the so-called Japanese are. But why don't I know where the children of Judah are?
Bring it
Why
up.
don't I know where the children of Manasseh are? Because they've been cut off from their name and given names that don't make sense.
Right.
Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words.
Be the what?
Be the words.
The Bible is the word.
Which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Because my Hispanic brothers and sisters don't even know that they the children of Israel.
That's right.
They think they take pride in being called Dominicano. They take pride in being called a Puerto Rican, being called a Mexican. We take pride in being called niggas.
What up, niggas? Yo! What's up, Deuce? Deuce! Get your...
GDs, Vice Lords, Black Stones,
Bring it out.
Bloods and Crips. We take pride in these things that don't make sense.
Right.
All they do is cause division amongst us. Why? Because he like the color red, he like the color blue, he like the number 5, he like the number 6. And all we do is divide each other. All we do is divide from one another when we should be coming together.
Right.
Read.
Bring it out.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
No, the whole world.
Unto all Israel.
So God said something was going to happen to the true Jews or the real Israelites. Deuteronomy 28 verse 15. Let's go.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
So how do we know that those are the children of Israel? You tell me who this happened to.
But it shall come to pass.
So when Moses brought us out of Egypt, he said something is going to come to pass to happen in the future.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
It ain't no more people on this earth more rebellious than the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. I can sit here and say, my sister, you 1 minute you call the Mexican, Latino, or Hispanic. Which one is it? I don't know, but I still think Jesus is white. But the Bible said he got dark skin and hair like wool.
Bring it
I
up.
can get a black man up here right now and say, did you know Jesus Christ was a black man that looked like you? So what, nigga? I don't care about that. Stop looking at it like, damn, we teach you the most valuable information on earth, and all we do is hate each other for it. We come with nothing but love, showing you that you look like God.
Right.
You were made in the image of God, and the only thing we do is look at each other with hatred, with pure hatred. That's how you know we are the people of the book. Because the Bible said that these children are most stiff-necked and rebellious people.
Right.
Who's more stiff-necked and rebellious than us? Crazy, right? Read.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
So when Moses brought us out of Egypt, Moses told us something, a message from God. He said, listen up. If you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, at that time we were called the Israelites. So Moses said, you Israelites, listen up. If y'all don't do this,
Hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
if y'all don't listen and do everything that God tells y'all to do,
To
came out of Egypt not to have sex with no animals, because guess what? The Africans, the Egyptians, they was having sex with animals. God brought us out and he said, you don't do that. Meaning what? God separated us from those people. He separated a specific nation. And I'm going to show you that you are that nation. Read.
Commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
That what?
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So how do you know that those are the true children of Israel? The Bible says you'll be able to prove it with the Bible. Those people over there in our land, that land will never have peace because those Jewish people or those Arabs ain't the children of God, and that land don't belong to them. A lot of black people tend to forget, before we went to the west coast of Africa, we dwelt in Jerusalem. That was our homeland. In 70 AD, it was conquered, and we fled to the west coast of Africa, where the Africans and the Arabs came together and sold us off to the white man. That's in the Bible. But how do you know that those are the children of God? Because all the people on that list have this thing in common. Read.
Cursed shall thou be in the city.
That they are all cursed in the city. No matter where you go in Cuba, you're going to find people in poverty. No matter where you go to Argentina, Chile, you're going to find people in poverty. No matter where you go to Jamaica, you're going to find our people in poverty. Haiti, poverty. America, poverty. Why? Mexico, poverty. Because we are the children that are what? Read that again.
Cursed shall thou be in the city.
All those children are cursed in the city. You go to Chicago, you go to Milwaukee, you go to New York, you go to California, you go to Dallas, Texas. Who do you find living at the bottom of society in poverty? Blacks and Hispanics. Blacks and Hispanics living in poverty together. Read.
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
And another thing that we had in common, when we came over here off them slave ships, what did they send us to? Read that part again.
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
We was cursed in the fields doing what? The so-called blacks picking cottons, our Hispanic brothers picking fruits, cantaloupes. They making jokes about it now, about the so-called Mexicans picking fruits. Why? Because the curse came upon them that they would be where?
Cursed shall thou be in the field.
That they will be cursed in the fields. You don't see them Jewish people cursing no fields. They dropping bombs on every damn body. Those Jewish people ain't cursing no field. The real children of Israel will be cursed in the fields. It's documented that what? We suffered in fields for years. Read.
Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store.
Our basket in our store. How the hell do you got Chinese people selling black people chicken? That don't even make no damn sense. Because it said our basket in our what?
And thy store.
In our what?
And thy store.
Our businesses would suffer. That's why a Chinese man can come open up shop in our community and it thrives. How is it that he get all this funding, he get the support of the community, but if you open up a community, we want to lowball you, we want to get deals. Let me get 2 for $5. Let me get 6 for 10. Damn, bro, it's $10. If it was the next, do you go to Walmart and ask them to let me get 3 for $5? If they up in there selling chicken, do you go in there and ask them about, hey, lower the price for me? No, you just take it as it is. But when it comes to us as the people, we always trying to get over on each other. Always trying to lowball each other. The Bible prophesied that we would be like that. That's how you know this book is talking about us. You read.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Everybody on that sign. It didn't just happen to the so-called African Americans. Come down here with me. It said thy sons and what?
And thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Everybody you see on this sign, their children went into slavery. In 1492, you got the Northern Kingdom went into slavery with Christopher Columbus, Hernan Cortez. Give me some more. Give me some more. Hernan Cortez, Christopher Columbus, Ponce de Leon, and then those people came over in 1492. They sent our Hispanic brothers over to where? Spain, Europe, where they made them what? Serve and go. They made them go under the water to look for pearls. Gold. When they sent them over here in slavery, they had them digging for gold, and if they didn't bring back gold, they would cut their hands off. That happened to the Hispanics before it happened to us in the 1600s. To the so-called blacks went into slavery in 1619. In 1492, when Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue, that wasn't nothing good. That man brought death. He brought death with the conquistadors to the so-called Native Americans, the so-called Hispanics. Could you ask yourself this? What's the difference between the Mexican and the so-called Native Americans? They was both over here on this land. The only difference is that the Native Americans were at the north side of America, and then the Mexicans was at the south. But they lived on this side of the earth together in joyfulness and gladness amongst each other as brethren until what? These people got conquered by the Europeans, and they taught us English. These people got conquered by Spaniards, and they taught them Spanish. Both white nations.
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, His word.